What is up? Welcome to yet another sip of tea by yours truly, Lady T. To all the people who've been listening, I want to take this time to say thank you. Thank you for your continued support and for always motivating me to keep this dream alive. Thank you for listening, first of all. Thank you for growing with me. And also thank you for pushing forward on your own journey through life. It takes a lot to listen, reflect, and then apply. The process of growing and achieving goals is ongoing. If you think about it, every day we learn a little bit more about ourselves, learn more about life, and the ever-changing world that we live in. Every day we're adapting, we're growing. And it is a challenge, but I feel like living a life above mediocrity is rewarding. And it's also really soul satisfying. Being better today than yesterday and living outside of the societal norms, I think it really helps to live a purpose-filled life, where your options, as well as your own individual potential, are unlimited. You all may not know it, but your words of encouragement, feedback, and your support really help to refuel my fire and keeps me enjoying what I do. So, again, I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you, my listeners. You are all the real MVPs. Now, speaking about constantly learning and growing with life, the topic for this sip of tea has been sitting on my mind, and I really couldn't get the thoughts out of my head. I don't know if I am the only person seeing this, but to me, a lot of people I know, and I'm also included in this, have been fine, but not necessarily okay. I see people enjoying life while also being uncertain or feeling uneasy about life at the same time. Going through these periodic highs and then these periodic lows. I don't know if you know where 1 minute things are great, you're feeling excited, everything's going well, and then next minute you just don't know how to feel about everything. And not only everything in your life, but everything going on around you. I know for me, when I've achieved something or had an amazing day, I often get into this habit of looking at how I can do better the next time, or I'm so ready for what comes next. Sometimes not taking time to be grateful or even appreciative of the goals that I've accomplished. Why? Because in the moment, if I'm honest, all I could ever think about is how could I have done better? I'll hit a mark, meet the goal, but then overlook those accomplishments. Just wanting to have done better, wanting to know what comes next, just completely disregarding what I have just accomplished. And this may seem like nothing, but eventually, all of that skepticism, it begins to play a toll. You're on this roller coaster of like highs and then lows, simply just because of dissatisfaction. And it can become mentally draining if I'm completely honest with you guys. And more time, when I'm feeling like this, all I try to do is hide the feelings. I try to shut them down. I avoid conversation, try to make myself numb, and not allow the roller coaster to drain me. I wanted to be strong for myself. And I also didn't want anyone to see my weakness, to see me broken down. But what I had to realize was that life is going to break you down. But that doesn't mean you can't be built back up again. Every day, I'm learning to remind myself that life, it's a process. It's a journey. And it's not linear, nor is it the same experience for everyone else. So, I'm learning to appreciate the now and my own unique journey. And it is okay to want that next level of your life. It's okay to yearn, to know what it would be like. But you have to understand that what is having that next step of your life without knowing what the journey was like to get there? Are you really gonna enjoy the next step solely because it's the next step? Or are you gonna enjoy it because you worked for it, because you put in the time, because you waited, because you were patient to get to that next step? Is it gonna be satisfying when you have everything without that journey? Really think about it. And my advice to anyone, if you happen to be going through the same thing, is to simply put this in your mind. Your best is yet to come. Every single time you feel down, out of place, or unsatisfied with life, just put that in your head. Your best is coming. We gotta learn to be content and appreciate the now, while still refusing to be satisfied and comfortable with the phase of life that we're currently in. For me, I've got to grow past my doubt to accept me for who I am and also where I am now. I'm learning to acknowledge that I'm not where I want to be, but I'm taking the steps towards where I'd like to be. The process, it is not going to happen overnight, but as long as the steps are being put in place to achieve it all, you better trust me, your girl's gonna get it done. I'm learning to celebrate those small victories, to reflect on how far I have come as an individual, and learning to congratulate myself. For anyone listening, going through this, your best is yet to come. The current phase you're in now is preparing you for that blessing that's going to flow through your life. Everything that you have prayed for and everything you have worked for, trust me, it is coming to you. Also, please keep uplifting the circles that you're in so that when life gets you down, you have people in your corner who can lift you back up again. Know that if you're going through it, chances are someone you know is also going through it. Everyone is tough on the outside, but we are all constantly fighting an unseen battle. So please remember to check on your friends, especially that strong friend, because life is crazy and your strong friend, they need your strength now more than ever. For me, I said at the beginning of this podcast, I'm so thankful for everyone that is coming along with this process. Everyone supporting Sip of Tea. I'm thankful for my family, my friends, everyone that keeps me going through the rough times. Trust me, those positive environments that you surround yourself with is gonna make it so much easier to get back up when life knocks you down.